Hi everyone, we are Let's Go Boys and Girls, and today we are really excited to be sharing more about the high school choice application process for this school year, as well as the PTech and STEM CTE programs you or your student can apply to. So first, to find the best fit and maybe what area of STEM your student is interested in, we really encourage you to brainstorm what areas of STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and math, interest you or your student. Is it coding? Is it the environment, healthcare, engineering, or more? To find the best STEM, CTE, and PTech fit for your student, we really encourage you to think about hobbies, interests, and favorite subjects. So for example, if your student enjoys math and numbers, there are programs involving computers and engineering that your student can apply to. If your student enjoys working in medicine or maybe working with animals, there are programs in health and biosciences and the environment that your student might consider. So again, our goal here at Let's Go is to help you understand the high school choice process and the STEM pathways with PTech and CTE programs that you can take to succeed. We do have some resources that you can find online. First is the current 2020-2021 High School Choice Guide. Second is the BCPS School Choice website, which we will get into a little bit more later on in the presentation. So first, some tips for success for the students in 7th and 8th grade is that it's never too late to get involved in clubs, sports, and class. It might be difficult this year during the pandemic, but if there is a club or maybe a subject in class that your student might have missed out on, we really encourage you to reach out to friends and to teachers to learn more about these. Second is to work hard in class, especially in English and math. We really want to stress English and math specifically because this year's composite score criteria for entrance criteria schools heavily weight these two subjects. And along with this, building a good work ethic can really help you finish this year out strong, as well as starting you off on the right foot for high school. Third, we really want to encourage you to learn more about specific high schools, and you can learn more at baltimorecityschools.org/schools. And once again, to talk about best fit, we have some questions that you can brainstorm with yourself or your student to find the perfect program for you. And these are: what careers interest you? What skills do you think are needed for that career? What are your favorite classes and why? And what are your hobbies? So we now want to go over some different ways to apply. There are 4 application ways to apply, but we will focus on only 3. That's choice lottery, separate application, and entrance criteria. The 4th, which is auditions and portfolios, are usually reserved for art schools such as BSA. So first, with choice lottery, students who list choice lottery schools are selected at random, and there is no entrance criteria for these schools. So some schools that are choice lottery are Augusta Fells, Vivian T. Thomas, Forest Park, and Ben Franklin. Next is separate application, and these schools are, the applications for these schools are found online and must be submitted in addition to your 5 choices. So schools like Green Street Academy and Kaufman Academy are separate application schools. And finally, entrance criteria schools. So there are 3 main entrance criteria schools this year. They are City College, Baltimore Poly, and Western. Each school, as you can see, offers a very rigorous and challenging college prep program and environment that if your student wants to be challenged in these areas, especially in STEM and the humanities, we encourage you to apply for these schools. We also want to stress that not every student that meets baseline requirements for these schools will be accepted. So it is important to have backup plans if your student does not get into an entrance criteria school. So now we're going to talk about programs outside of PTech and CTE that each school offers. We're going to focus on one school in each section of the city, so Northwest, Northeast, Southwest, and Southeast. Again, these are programs, so if your student is interested in debate or running track, it is important to find schools that offer these programs. So again, that these schools best fit your student. And we also want to stress the importance of location. So this affects what time you wake up, what time you come home. It's really important to talk with your parents and to talk with your student about about how comfortable they are maybe riding public transportation or traveling each day, going to school and coming home from school when you apply for your schools. So first in the Northeast, we have Mergenthaler or Mervo. This high school offers college readiness curriculum and over 9 CTE programs. They have clubs and athletics and offer AP English and math and computer science courses. So if your student is interested in these subjects, AP classes are a great way to challenge a student and to build on these skills in these subjects. Some programs they have are ESOL, or English to Speakers of Other Languages, honors courses, Navy Junior ROTC, and Project Lead the Way, or PLTW. And PLTW programs provide students hands-on STEM classroom experiences and a very challenging academic environment. So next, in the Northwest, we have Western. Western has college-bound counselors for college prep. They have CTE programs in arts, business, hospitality, human resources, and IT. They offer clubs in robotics and student government, as well as AP science courses. Some programs they offer are in STEAM, Army Junior ROTC, intensive literacy, and ESOL. And they do offer athletic teams at Western as well. Next, in the Southeast, there is Dunbar. This school primarily focuses on healthcare and medicine, and will be a PTech school that we'll be talking about shortly. They do offer CTE programs and Project Lead the Way, and they have clubs in robotics, science, and debate, and AP classes in math and English, and once again, athletics. And finally, in the Southwest, we wanted to highlight Vivian T. Thomas. Again, this school primarily focuses on healthcare medicine and offers 6 CTE programs. They have clubs such as student government, choir, yearbook, and athletics in track and field, basketball, volleyball, softball, and much, much more. So next, PTech. So what is PTech? Well, with PTech, your student is able to graduate with a high school diploma and an associate's degree. They offer mentorship, internship, and industry experience with this program. And we do want to note and stress that if your student does apply for a PTech program, that's very important that they write down PTech at Carver, PTech at New Era, or PTech at Dunbar on their application. So PTech does a really good job of blending in career and college prep. So with career, students are matched with college and career industry mentors and have opportunities for internships and workplace experiences. So taking what you learn in classroom and applying it on the job. And with PTech programs, your student is able to stand out to future employers as well. With the college aspect, your student will be able to gain academic, technical, and workplace skills, and once again, obtain a high school diploma and an associate's degree within 6 years. And there's also one-on-one academic support from faculty. There are 3 schools, PTech schools in Baltimore City. They are Dunbar, Carver, and New Era. As you can see, each school does offer a different career pathway in a different industry and has different industry partners. So if your student is interested in medicine and healthcare, there's Dunbar, which partners with Johns Hopkins Hospital and UMBC. Some career pathways are nursing, respiratory care, and physical therapy assistant. If your student is interested in maybe math and numbers and computers, Harvard Tech focuses on cybersecurity and computer information systems with IBM as a partner. And finally, New Era's career pathway focuses in transportation. So their industry partner is Port of Baltimore, And some career pathways are transportation and supply chain management. And here's some contact information again for each of these 3 schools. Once again, on the right side, if you can see, the W does stand for Westport Academy, but it gives you an idea of maybe where each school is in relation to one another location-wise. So you have Dunbar in the southeast section of the city, New Era a little further south, and Carver a little further northwest. Next, for CTE, or Career and Technology Education, CTE programs offer trades in different industries. The STEM CTE programs are construction development, information technology, environmental agriculture and natural resources, and transportation technology. Health and biosciences, as well as manufacturing engineering. So with CTE programs, your student is able to get a hands-on experience in state-of-the-art labs with professional equipment and access to internships. They're able to graduate with skills and certifications needed to stand out in their career, internship, or college application. So we'll be going through each of these 6 programs and the schools that have them. So first is construction and development. So if your student is interested in building things, working with your hands, drawing or puzzles, we recommend construction development. Some careers are in carpentry, plumbing, electrical work, and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. And on the right, you can see each of the schools that offer this CTE program across the city. And the CL, CHL, SP, and later EC stand for the different type of application each school requires. So CL is choice lottery, charter lottery, and then specialized. And once again, here is a map of all these construction development CTE programs across the city. Next is environmental agriculture and natural resources. So if your student might be interested in the outdoors with plants, trees, animals, nutrition, food, and farming, we recommend this CTE program. Some careers in this are in environmental engineering, being a food scientist, farmer, animal geneticist, or zoologist. And there are only 3 schools that offer this CTE program, and they are Ben Franklin, Green Street, and Reginald F. Lewis. So again, location is really important. If you can see, Reginald F. Lewis is all the way further northeast than all the other schools. So if you live in the southwest side of the city, there is Green Street and Ben Franklin. If you live in the northeast side of the city, or maybe northwest, there is Reginald F. Lewis. Next, with transportation technology, if your student is interested in cars, how machines work, traveling or working with your hands, some possible careers are in auto mechanics, mechanical engineering, and logistics engineering. In information technology, this revolves around computers and math, so video games, math, computers, and numbers. Some careers are in software engineering, being a web developer, a cloud computing engineer, IT support or cybersecurity. This CTE program offers the most across the city, as you can see on the right, with schools in every district from northwest to northeast to southeast to southwest. So there are a lot of options with information technology CTE programs. And in health and biosciences, so if your student is interested in how the human body works, working with people, medicine, sports, some careers are in dentistry, nursing, doctor, sports medicine, surgery technician, and emergency medical technician, so a first responder or EMT. And once again, Vivian T. Thomas School does focus primarily in the medical field. So if you or a student is really confident and sure that they want to work in healthcare medicine, we really encourage you to look into Vivian T. And finally, manufacturing engineering. So if your students' interests are in cars, puzzles, math, building things, machines, and more, there's manufacturing engineering. Some careers are in civil engineering, product assembler, engineering technician, and information systems manager. And finally, some more information. So once again, we really recommend you check out the BCPS website to learn more about individual schools. So that's baltimorecityschools.org/schools. And for students and parents, we recommend you talk to teachers and your school choice liaisons. They are here to help with any questions regarding the process or your student's fit. And once again, to keep in mind about location, it affects what time your student wakes up, what time they come home, and how they get to school as well. And finally, there is the school choice guide, which you can find online, and the BCPS school choice website. So here we have the BCPS school choice website. This is a great resource to learn more about the application process and some of the schools that we've talked about. So on the left over here, you can see there is a school choice overview presentation. It's a great, really informative 15-minute video. And on the right over here, you can see this is the presentation from their December 2nd school choice information session. Further down, as you can see, there is the composite score overview. So if your student is interested in learning more about entrance criteria and their application, this is a great resource that goes over how they're calculated. And finally, if your student is interested in CTE programs outside of the STEM ones or the STEM ones that we've talked about, over here on the left is a great resource on the other CTE programs across the city and the schools that have them. And finally, most importantly, over here in the center is where you submit your school choice application. If you have any more questions for us at Let's Go, you can reach us at connect@letsgoboysandgirls.com. And for some upcoming dates, January 22nd is the big date. That's when applications are due online. And we do have for Green Street Academy, which is a separate application school, February 3rd is when applications are due, and the lottery for that school is on February 10th. So once again, thank you for taking time with us at Let's Go Boys and Girls to learn more about the high school choice application process and PTech and STEM CTE schools. Thanks.